In this video I'll just show you my tachograph install with my Nissan Navara here, because this may well help others if you've got to get a tachograph installed in your pickup or 4x4. So today I've just had the tachograph taken out of the Land Rover and installed in the Navara. That's why the Land Rover is on the trailer, because I've been up to the tachograph centre and I've taken both vehicles at once. And in the Navara here, the tachograph is installed out of the way in the glove box, just like it was in the Land Rover. So on these there isn't much space to fit them, and indeed there isn't much space in the glove box either. But anyway, they fitted it in here and they've had to shave a bit of plastic off on the underside lip there, so that gets past the lip when you shut it. But that's a much better place than mounting it under here in the footwell, which I've seen other examples of that, because any passengers are just going to hit that with their feet. And then when you've got a tachograph which isn't visible while you're driving, because obviously this one's shut up in the glove box, you've then got to install an LED warning light. In this case they've put it there, and when that is lit, that's telling you there's something to read on the screen. So for occasional use, which it is in my case, very rarely need to actually use the tachograph, then it's great having that hidden away. And you soon notice that LED, which is bright yellow, when you need to open the glove box and access that tachograph. And there was a similar setup in the Land Rover here, and the tachograph was in the lower glove box there. It's a much larger glove box on these, so it fitted in there easily. But then the LED was here in the cup holder. And anyway, that's now been removed, but we've left the LED in just so there isn't a hole there. And the same tachograph is now in the Navara. So why or when do you need a tachograph? Well, basically you need a tachograph if your vehicle is over 3.5 tonne and you're using it for business or commercial use. And when you've got a trailer as big as that, that pretty much brings you up to 3.5 tonne even before you've put anything on the trailer. A lot of people misunderstand the law and they try to get away without having a tachograph, using the argument that they're not driving or towing for hire or reward. However, it doesn't work like that. If you're using the vehicle for business use and it's over 3.5 tonne, then you need a tachograph whether you're getting paid or not. And actually, if you're using the vehicle for personal use and you're getting paid to carry that load, then strictly you should have one too. So how much does it cost to fit a tachograph in a 4x4 or pickup? Well, I had the one fitted in the Land Rover in, I'm just looking at the certificate here, in November 2024, and it cost $1,250 plus VAT. And that was for the video tachograph and installation. That was the complete fitted price. But locally I found the prices were £200 to £400 more. And you can go on the government website, look up tachograph installations, they list all the installers. But my local ones were all HGV service garages, and they just did big HGVs and didn't really have the experience of fitting too many tachographs in the 4x4s. That's the impression I got anyway, because my local one, I asked where would they install it, and they said they would put it on top of the dash. I said, well, I don't want that. I want it hidden away in the glove box because it's only going to be for occasional use. And they came back and said, well, we'll put it on top of the dash. We'll then certify it and test it. And then if you want it moved, we'll move it to the glove box and then charge you per hour for doing that job, but couldn't give me a price for doing it. So instead I drove the 3 hours or so to Cannock, got it fitted there. The standard price was to fit it neatly in the glove box for quite a lot cheaper. So sometimes it's worth driving further to get a proper job done. However, we're now 7 or 8 months later and I've had that same tachograph fitted in the Navara, and it's actually cost me £1,195 plus VAT to have that refitted, even though I already owned the tachograph unit. And that's because I've had to pay for removal from one vehicle and then obviously refitting into this vehicle. But I also needed something called a M1N1 adapter, which I believe is something to do with picking up signals off the CAN bus. I'm not sure. Anyway, if you know, let me know in the comments below, because I'd quite like to know what it was, because that's cost me a lot of money. I think that adapter was sort of £450 plus VAT, something along those lines. So yeah, today has been a very expensive day. And vehicles with a tacho have this ID sticker on them. I've just noticed as well this bit of end trim isn't refitted properly, the gaps are all wrong, but maybe the wires aren't allowing that to go back in anyway. I'll have a look at that. But that's what you've got to do to comply with the law. So you may wonder what a tacho does. Well, it basically records your driving hours, and every driver has their own card, which this is mine. It's like a driving license. So it records your driving hours, and it also records the speed of the vehicle. And on a vehicle like this, where it's a multi-purpose vehicle, I only use it when I'm towing, and other times where I'm driving for personal use, you know, it's not business use and I'm under that 3.5 ton, I can set this to outer scope, so it's then not recording anything. And then you also have a separate company card, which effectively is the MasterCard, or the card that the transport manager would use. And then once a month you put that into the tachograph, download all the data, and then you have to back that up and keep that safe and secure. And you have to have a backup device which you plug in the USB slot there for backing up that data, so it's all a bit of a ball ache, to be honest. And then you also got to carry paper rolls, and if you get pulled, they like to see that you've got paper rolls with you as well, because this has got a printer in here, and that allows you to print off the data, which looks like that as well. I just find this a right pain and very expensive to be legal. And I use this so infrequently, every time I go to use it, I've forgotten how to operate it. And I have to watch a YouTube video even just to insert my card. It's very complicated to use. Obviously, it'd be different if you're using it every day. If you're an HGV driver, using this day in, day out, recording your driving hours and your rest hours, then I'm sure it's easy. But when you're only using this periodically, every time I go to use it, I just look at it and don't know what buttons to press. It's not the easiest thing to operate. So anyway, that will do. There's a little introduction to tachographs. I hope you found that useful. And I guess if you got a 4x4 pickup and you're wondering whether you need a tachograph, or wondering whether indeed you can have one fitted, you can. Go to the right place. They can fit a tachograph in any vehicle. So if you found this video useful, please do click the thumbs up. That really does help. And if you want to see other videos on the Nissan Navara, I'll put a link below to a playlist where you can see the other videos I've made. Okie doke, I'll see you on the next one. Oh, and I'll quickly mention, if you'd like to know more about my Bateson hydraulic tilt bed trailer here, I've got a video about that on the channel, which I'll link below. And if you'd like to know more about the tow bar I've got on the Navara and the adjustable coupling, there's videos as well, linked below.